So welcome to this Saturday morning moderate flow yoga. We have a chance to still the mind, take care of the body, a chance to develop a deeper sense of inner peace through our practice. So we begin by enjoying our breathing while we sit. Sitting in some comfortable position, either legs crossed or thunderbolt position, or even maybe starting out lying down, whatever you need this morning. You'll notice as you breathe and begin to follow the breath that the mind will begin to slow down. And it's early in the morning, so there's a better chance of that happening. We don't have all the day's events so close to us. You may also notice that when there is no thinking, there is no suffering. The duality of thinking is suffering. That pendulum of highs and lows is thinking, which always leads to samsara. So now we know we have the ability to suffer less. The less we are attached to our mind, the less we are attached to our thinking, the less suffering. See if you can experience that. No thought, no thinking, no suffering. What you find there is contentment, calm, ease, sense of bliss that has no opposite. Enjoying your breathing. See if you can take that with you through the movements of yoga. And you become all breath. Inhaling now, very deeply, lift the chin. Exhale and tuck the chin to the chest. Inhale, lift the chin. Exhale, tuck. And bring the chin to neutral, level, and we'll turn the head to the left. And then all the way to the right. Back and forth a few times. Let's lift the knees up, wrap the arms around the knees with the ankles crossed. And take some uninterrupted breaths here. No. Bringing the knees down, and we're going to rock forward, come to a tabletop position. Beginning to warm up the spine a little further. As you breathe in, the chin lifts, the hips lift, the belly presses down. And then reverse it, round the spine, center the spine to the ceiling. Reverse, come all the way up. And back the other way. Come to a neutral spine and walk the hands over to the left. Look over the left shoulder. And then walk the hands all the way over to the right. Look over the right shoulder. Back to the center. And then we're going to curl the toes under and sit back on the toes. Walk the hands toward the knees so we're sitting up on the toes. And from here, we're going to make a figure eight movement with the knees. So we have a chance to feel each toe individually. Maybe just a circle or a figure eight movement. Placing the feet on the floor. So the feet are flat. And now we're going to use the arms. We're going to lift the knees off the mat, stretching the tops of the feet. Bring the knees down, curl the toes under again, and we're going to sit back up on the toes. Bring the hands to a Namaste Mudra, prayer position, center of the chest. Splay the heels wide, bringing the femurs parallel. Inhaling the arms up, shoulder width apart. How important are the small toes, your awareness in the area of the small toes. Eyes are void of thought. Exhaling, arms down and behind you. Interlace your fingers. Press the shoulders down. Push the arms away. And we'll stand up. Forward fold. Lift the hips. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. And we'll bend the knees, bring the arms up into Utkatasana. I have a little sense here that the tailbone is tucking under and that you're holding an imaginary block between the knees. A little bit of lift in the toes. Exhaling the arms down and behind you, step the left foot back, raise the left leg, straighten the right. Airplane. Bring the right hand to the floor underneath the face or the right hand to a block. Raise the left arm up. Side plank. Look up toward the left hand thumb. We'll bend the right knee, drop the left foot all the way back. Keep the right knee bent, raise the right arm up. Reverse warrior. Left hand sliding down toward the back of the left knee. Open the right hip. Look up toward the right hand. Exhaling the right hand down. Bring the right hand back to the block. Short step forward with the left foot back into Ardha Chandrasana. Half moon. Bend the right knee, drop the left foot, keep the left leg long. Right knee is bent back into reverse warrior. Lift the right hip, open the right hip, sink the left shoulder. Look up toward the right hand. Exhale, right hand in front of the right foot. Raise the left leg. Ardha Chandrasana. Turn the head to look at the left hand thumb. Drop the left foot down, left hand to the back of the left thigh. One more reverse warrior. Exhaling, the hand comes down. Let's pivot the right foot and fold into an open leg forward fold. All the weight is in the back body. Should be able to lift your toes. Hands are just relaxed. Arms relaxed. Might feel good to turn the head left and right. Backs of the knees pressing back as the kneecaps are pulled into the thighs. Press your fingers into the mat, soften the knees and jump the feet together, forward fold. And we'll bend the knees deeply, press the belly or rest the belly on the thighs, walk the shoulders forward, press into the feet, inhale the arms up, Utkatasana. This time we'll come up on the toes, balance on the toes. And place the heels down, bring the arms behind you, step the right foot back. Straighten the left leg, raise the right leg. We are in airplane pose or a variation on Warrior 3. And now we'll release the left hand underneath the face to a block. So the left hand is trying to be in front of the left foot. Raise the right leg, raise the right arm, Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. Open the chest to the wall. Full expression of the pose, you're looking at the right hand thumb or up toward the ceiling. Bend the left knee, drop the right foot, keep the right leg long. Left knee is bent. Left arm comes up, sink the right shoulder, bend back. Reverse warrior. And bringing the left hand in front of the left foot to the block. Short step forward with the right foot, raise the right leg. Ardha Chandrasana. Stay no mind. Bend the left knee, drop the right foot. Right hand to the back of the right thigh, left arm comes up. Reverse warrior. Left knee gravitates toward the outside of the left foot, right shoulder pressing down. And bring the left hand next or in front of the left foot, short step forward with the right foot. Raise the right arm. Ardha Chandrasana. Bend the left knee, drop the right foot, right hand to the back of the right thigh, left arm comes up, lift the front body, sink the right shoulder, bend back. Exhale the left hand down, pivot the left foot, bringing the arms all the way up, open leg, forward fold with the shoulder opener, hands down behind your back, interlace your fingers, press the shoulders down and forward fold. Hips feel lifted, toes lifted, spirits feel lifted. Bring the hands to the mat and we'll jump the feet together, forward fold. Approaching the pose with patience, giving the backs of the legs time to find some length. If there's rushing, the legs only get tighter. Let's bend the knees, come all the way up. Mountain pose, arms alongside, palms can turn slightly forward in a natural position as the chest lifts. Shoulders feel back and down. So now you feel yoga everywhere in the body. And the mind is empty. No thinking, no samsara. You are just here. a wordless knowing. Look at the feet. Feet are parallel, hip width apart. We'll take a long step back with the right foot. So both legs are straight to start. Then we're going to bend the left knee as you grip the floor with the right foot. And maybe the point of the right hip needs to come a little bit more toward the left big toe. Inhaling the arms up. Bend back. Virabhadrasana 1. Straighten the left leg, fold over the left leg. Pyramid pose, so the hands can be in the creases of the hips, or on top of the left thigh, or on the palms, on blocks or fingertips. But either way, the left leg is straight. Bend the left knee, come up on the toes on the right side, drop the right knee down, flatten the right foot, and we're going to slide the hips back to further stretch the back of the left leg into a half split. Chest is pressing down, and the left heel is firmly planted. A little bit of lift in the hips. Now slide the hips forward, curl the toes under on the right side, lift the knee, step the right foot forward, forward fold, Uttanasana. Feels good to rock the shoulders left and right. And the breathing is easy, and the mind is empty. Spend some time off the mat, existing with no thinking, and you'll find peace. Bend the knees, come all the way up. Inhale the arms up, press into the feet, bend back. Deep back bend. Exhale in mountain pose. From here, we'll take the long step back with the left foot, remaining facing forward. Deep bend in the right knee. Left leg is long. Bottoms of the feet are very active. Front foot pushing the mat forward, back foot slightly angled and pushing the mat back. And just check to see if that left hip needs to move a little toward the right big toe so that the pelvis is flush with the front edge of the mat. Inhaling the arms up. Virabhadrasana 1. Grip the floor with the left foot. Push the floor with the right foot. Shoulders plug into the body to deepen the back bend. Back of the head feels like it wants to move toward the floor, chin slightly dipped. And this yoga is the best thing we can be doing on a Saturday morning. Peaceful, healthy, quiet. Straighten the right leg and fold over the right leg. Both legs straight, hands land where they are feeling stable while the right leg is straight. Hips feel lifted. Spine feels extended. Mind feels empty. Full of breath. So full of breath, there is no thought. Bend the right knee, come up on the toes on the left side. Lengthen the left leg and drop the knee to the mat. Flatten the left foot. Slide the hips back. Walk the hands under the shoulders as the right leg straightens. Half split. Chest is pressing down. Spine is extending. Hips feel lifted. Blocks can be underneath the hands, and the blocks are under the shoulders. Bend the right knee. Curl the toes under on the left side. Lift the knee. Step the left foot forward. Forward fold. And bending the knees, come all the way up. Inhale the arms up, press deeply through the feet. Lift out of the hips, bend back. Exhaling, arms alongside, mountain pose, front of the mat. Hope everyone is enjoying the breathing, the moving, the quiet. Soften the knees. I'm going to take a long step back with the right foot. This time the hips are going to open. So the feet land, the back foot parallel to the back edge of the mat, left foot parallel to the length of the mat, arms up on a level with the shoulders, bend the left knee, center the spine between the feet. So take the lunge out of the pose. So there's equal sensation in both feet. Spend a moment and see if you can sense that. Look over the middle left finger, Virabhadrasana 2. Straighten the left leg. Turn the left palm to the wall, left hand comes down, right arm comes up, Trikonasana. Lift the right hip. Right hip is up and back, left hip forward and under. Right rib cage moving slightly back, trying to bring the body into one plane. Feel some space between each rib on the right side. Bend the left knee. Bring the left hand under the left leg. Bring the left shoulder under the left knee. Right hand down and behind your back. Connect the fingers behind your back for side angle with a bind. Right leg has to be very long here. Open the chest, look up at the ceiling on the right side. Turn the head back. Come up on the toes on the right side. Drop the right knee, flatten the right foot. Bring the left hand inside the left arch. And then come to both elbows, hands in a prayer position. Press into the top of the right foot, lift the right knee off the mat. Pressing into the toenail of the right big toe. Left knee wants to stay close to the left ear. Right glute wants to get into the low back. Belly is not falling to the floor, but pulled to the chin. Drop the right knee, walk the hands back, and we'll do another half split while we're here. Slide the hips back, straighten the left leg. Press the chest down. So we move through the poses intuitively. There's no plan here because the mind is drifted away, empty. We're going with intuition. Vijnanamaya kosha. Bring the left knee forward, curl the toes under on the right side, step the right foot forward and forward fold. Rock the shoulders left and right, whatever you need this morning. Letting the prana search the body, nourish the body. It's a search and nourish mission. Bend the knees, we'll come all the way up. Inhale and the arms up, press into the feet. Lift out of the hips, deeper back bend. Trying not to hold the breath in the back bend, but breathe deeply. Exhaling, arms alongside, mountain pose. Soften the knees, and we'll take a long step back with the left foot, and this time the hips open. So the right foot pointing forward currently, and it's going to stay that way. Step the left foot back. Now the left foot perpendicular to the right. Widen your base so that you feel safe, comfortable, natural. Make sure that the right kneecap and the right foot are pointing in the same direction. Bend the right knee, bring the arms up on a level with the shoulders. Look over the right middle finger, Virabhadrasana 2. Reach beyond the fingertips. Arms are strong. Chin hovering over the right shoulder. Straighten the right leg. Turn the right palm to the wall. Bring the right hand down. Left arm comes up as the left hip lifts and begins moving back. The left rib cage, feel like you are creating wider and wider gaps between each rib on the left side. Trikonasana. The right hand can land on the shin, a block, or even the palm. Bring the left arm behind your back, bend the right knee deeply. You may want to have a wider base at this point. Bring the right shoulder under the right knee. Right hand connects with the left, underneath the leg, behind the back. So we're in the side angle with a bind. The belly is not dropping to the floor, but being pulled in and toward the top of the head. The breath remains constant. Turn the head back, come up on the toes on the left side, drop the left knee. Bring both hands inside the right foot. Come to the elbows. Hands in a prayer position. The elbows can be on a block or a rolled blanket or a bolster. The right knee very close to the right ear. We're moving toward it. Press into the top of the left foot. Lift the left knee off the mat. Feel an extension, the spine moving forward. Sending prana to every region of the body. The prana is on a search. Search and nourish the body with prana. Drop the left knee, walk the hands back. Frame the right foot with both hands. Straighten the right leg, press into the right heel. Hands follow the shoulders, arms coming straight down, back into the half split. A little bit of lift in the hips, a little bit of extension in the spine, crown of the head trying to get forward as the hips lift. Shoulders are wide, arms are stabilizing. Bring the right knee forward, curl the toes under on the left side, lift the knee, step the left foot forward and forward fold. And we'll bend the knees, come all the way up. Inhale the arms up, bend back, press into the feet, deeper back bend. Don't let the breathing stop. Exhaling, arms alongside, mountain pose. Front of the mat. Jaw is relaxed, teeth relaxed. Bringing the arms all the way up. Exhale the hands to the hips. We're going to come down, flat back. Extend the spine, lift the toes, curl the shoulders to the ceiling. Place the feet down, come all the way back up. Want to get in one more standing pose here. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, fold. Come down halfway, arms in line with ears. Lift the toes. Back is flat, neck in alignment with the rest of the spine. Bend the knees and come down. Step the right foot back. Keep the right knee off the mat. Inhale the arms up, crescent moon. Exhaling the arms down and behind you. Reach through the fingertips. This brings a little bit of a balance challenge into the pose. Bring the arms back up into crescent moon. Bring the arms down and behind you. Reach, press the shoulders back, reach through the fingertips. Try not to rely so much on the chest resting on the knee, but strengthen the left leg. Bring the arms up. Exhale, arms down and press the shoulders back. Reach beyond the fingertips. Bring the hands to the mat, to the corners of the mat. Step the left foot back, plank position. Drop the knees down, chin down, chest down, chaturanga. Come up through the elbows into Bhujangasana, Cobra. Curl the toes under and lift the hips into downward facing dog. You might want to pedal the heels, softening the lower legs. And we'll soften the knees, step the right foot forward. Before we do any further moving or anything with the upper body, check your base. Make sure you're firm, comfortable, stable. Inhale the arms up. Bend back, crescent moon. Exhale the arms down and behind your back. Press the shoulders to the back wall. The navel feels centered between the knees, so we're not resting the belly on the thigh. So we have a good strengthening for the right leg. Arms back up into crescent moon. Bend back. Exhale, arms down and behind you. Press the shoulders back. Feel yoga in the fingertips. The belly to the chin. Arms up, crescent moon. Exhale, arms down and behind your back. Reach beyond the fingertips. Arms up into crescent moon. And release the hands to the corners of the mat. Step the right foot back, plank position. You're going to come down and hover 1 inch off the mat. And then come up into up dog. So just the hands and the toes touching the floor. Touch the knees to the mat, come to the tabletop position. Widen the knees, touch the toes together and sit on the heels. Forehead to the mat. Child's pose. A little bit of sweat. Are you no mind or are you all mind? No mind is peace. Coming now back to the tabletop position, and we'll cross at the ankles and sit back, straighten the legs. Inhaling the arms up, strap ready around the feet. Exhale, fold over the legs. Paschimottanasana, the seated forward fold. Check that the kneecaps are pointing straight up, feet pointing straight up. Coming all the way up now. Going to lift the knees. We're going to come down to the mat. We're going to do some movements to help strengthen the core. Extend the legs all the way forward. Bring the arms over the head. Edges of the hands are on the mat. On the next breath, raise the legs, bring the arms all the way down. Back and forth, trying not to let the heels touch. When the arms are down, the legs are up. Inhale, exhale. As many as you can. And when you've done the last one, bring the knees into the chest, cross at the ankles, and rock side to side. Maybe you're still going. If you're rocking side to side, the head goes in the opposite direction of the knees. Coming back now to the center, I'm going to extend the right leg all the way forward. Bring both hands behind the left thigh. Extend the left foot toward the ceiling. Left leg is straight. Now we're going to walk the hands up the leg, or walk the hands up the strap. So the hands are high on the strap or behind the left ankle. What's going on with the right leg? The right leg didn't disappear into thought, but the right leg feels stabilizing. Press through the heel of the right foot, toes point upward, trying to reconnect the right hip to the mat. And the chest is trying to get to the left knee, not the face. Face feels neutral. Bring the left hand to the left big toe, or just the left hand on the strap. Return the shoulders back to the floor, back of the head to the floor, and very slowly, cautiously drop the left leg to the left side. Right ear into the mat on the right side, right arm out on a level with the right shoulder. Try to reconnect the right hip to the floor. Press deeply with the right heel into the mat or the floor. Bend the left knee, bring the knee back, bring both feet in, reach for the big toes with both hands. So 2 fingers around the big toes, widen the feet, widen the knees, happy baby pose, rock left, rock right. Coming back to the center, extend the left leg all the way forward. Straighten the right leg. 2 hands behind the right thigh, or maybe you have the right big toe with the fingers. If you have just one hand on the foot, left arm out on the level with the shoulders, or both hands behind the right thigh. So we start like this, and then walk the hands up the strap or up the leg. And there is action in the left heel pressing into the floor. And that's going to help flatten the belly, toning abdominal muscles. Notice if you're not pressing through the left heel downward, then the belly becomes soft, not engaged in the pose. Bring just 2 fingers to the right big toe. Release the left arm out on a level with the shoulders, starting with the right leg straight. Bring the right leg to the right side. Left ear to the mat on the left side. Use a strap around the foot if you need to. You can also have a pillow for the right ankle to land on when it gets to the right side. Bend at the right knee. Bring the knee back to the center. Bring the left knee in. Reach for the big toe with the left hand. So we have both big toes. Show the bottoms of the feet to the sky. Widen the knees, widen the elbows. Rock left, rock right, happy baby. How deep is the breathing? Coming back to the center, and we'll place the feet on the floor touching. Drape the arms just off the mat, palms facing up. It's nice here to rock the hips side to side, the knees rocking side to side. Letting now the legs relax. Shoulders relaxed. The whole body is relaxed, but the breath very active. The breath is always bigger than the pose. The body is earthly, but the breath is universal. Let's bring the knees back to the top, arms alongside now, palms facing down. And we're going to lift the hips off the mat, come into bridge pose. So the ankles are underneath the knees. If you're not sure, take a look and check that. Bringing the hips down, tailbone touching last. Turn the palms to face the ceiling. Walk the feet together, let the knees drop open wide. Continue with your breathing. The more breathing, the less thought. The less thought, the less suffering. The less suffering, the more feeling of contentment. Let's bring the knees back to the top, widen the feet, hip width apart. Lift the hips up, bring the hands underneath and interlace your fingers. under the back. Hide the shoulders under the torso. Press into the feet. Feet feel like they're pushing the mat forward. Shoulders feel like they're pushing the mat back. Center the body moving upward. Releasing the hands, coming down one vertebra at a time until the tailbone touches. Turn the palms to face the ceiling. Walk the feet toward each other. Drop the knees open wide. Now we'll bring the knees together, flatten the feet, ankles underneath the knees, the bones of the legs parallel, hip width apart. Lift the hips off the mat. This time we'll come into a high bridge, bend at the elbows, and have the thumbs underneath and the fingers curled around the hips. High bridge pose. 90-degree angle at the elbows. Are you breathing or are you thinking? Bringing the hands out, drape them off the mat, come down, flat back, bring the feet together, touch the bottoms of the feet together, drop the knees open wide, make some adjustments in the shoulders to help them relax. Back one more time into Supta Baddha Konasana. Make any adjustments in the body so the body feels at ease. The breath remains constant, diaphragmatic, yogic, Durga breath. From here, we're going to lift the back of the head ½ inch off the mat and have it gravitate a ½ inch toward the right shoulder. And then bring the left ear to the floor on the left side. Bring the head back to the center. We'll lift the head ½ inch off the mat, then a ½ inch toward the left shoulder, then bring the right ear to the floor on the right side. Back to the center. Let's lift the knees up. And the arms are okay where they are. We're going to widen the feet, touch the knees together, and playfully drop the knees left and right. Inhale, exhale. Coming back now to the top. And we're going to prepare our space now for the final pose. Bringing the right heel to the right corner of the mat, left heel to the left corner of the mat. There's time also to make any other kinds of adjustments, like using a blanket to cover the feet or socks or eye mask, or to turn out the lights. So whatever you need to feel 100% comfortable for the final minutes of this practice. You may need pillows underneath the knees to help the lower back relax. And you work your way there. Making any final adjustments throughout the body until there's no more adjustments that can be made. And then you become still. Still in the body, stillness in the mind. No longer having to control anything, not even the breathing. The body naturally will breathe on its own. Let that happen. Let everything go. Your relaxed, subtle attention on the breathing. It's a noticing. It is not a doing. The closer you stay to the sensation of breathing, the less thought occurs. And the less thinking that occurs, the more contentment, santosha. If the mind does stray, like it certainly will, use that as a reminder to come back to the subtle, effortless attention on your breathing. Over and over again, returning back to the body, gently breathing without effort. Remove the struggle out of this. Remove the effort from this. Let that feeling of freedom expand. Freedom from thought. Having the intention now to take that with you throughout the day. Feeling of lightness in the mind, lightness in the body. Beginning now to come back to the feeling of the earthly body, making some movements in fingers and toes, arms and legs as the breath deepens. Bringing the arms over the head, stretching any way that feels right for you. Bringing the knees into the chest and rocking side to side. Eventually curling up on the right side, resting your head on your arm or your cushion, and lingering here. Sense of liberation, lightness. When you feel ready now, we'll use the left hand to press up back to a comfortable seat. Hands on the knees, eyes soft and down. Let's bring our hands now to the heart center. And I wish us all the opportunity today to move through this day with this sense of liberation and lightness. Thank you all so much for coming out to practice together this morning in this Sangha. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Namaste. Thank you all so much. I'll see you soon. Maybe I'll see you tomorrow at some point.